What's up, guys? Down the Gamer here, and welcome back for another Let's Try. We're going to be trying out Dust, an Elysian tale. It's a little indie, well, it's actually a fairly popular indie game, made by one guy, believe it or not. And it was made back in 2012, I believe. On Steam, it's gotten quite a few positive reviews, and now we're here to check it out. As always with my Let's Try videos, if you want to see this become a Let's Play, let me know with a like or a comment. Otherwise, this will probably just be a little one-off video checking it out. Using the controller, as I usually do, it looks like it might be made better for a controller. This game is also on Xbox Live Arcade, so yeah, the controller is definitely probably the better option, but there is still keyboard and mouse, obviously, considering it's on PC. Let's just get into it. Supports auto-saving, that's always nice. So we want to start a new one. Right, okay, well, because we're just taking a look at it, how much difficulty do we have? There are 4 different difficulties. Casual, ideal for younger players apparently, and casual players, yeah. Those who simply wish to enjoy the story. Easy settings are enabled with no death penalty. Default difficulty. Smarter and tougher enemies. Might go normal. Maybe casual just for like... If I was going to do a Let's Play, I'd probably do normal. We might just do casual though. For this, I reckon. I'm not sure what it means with no death penalty. Maybe I should... Tell you what, let's go normal.
Our world has fallen to fade, its great works long since complete, its storied civilizations long since fallen to dust. The greatest legends of Elysium long since forgotten. What was once a land of promise has fallen to the ravages of war. And it was in this, our most desperate hour, that the greatest of Elysian tales began. The lone warrior stood against an army, slashing his way through all who opposed him. The mob stood no chance,
we're into the combat.
and the soldier showed no mercy. But despite his victories, his skills, his ruthlessness, the valiant soldier would perish on this day. Not to the mob, but to a single child.
Dust, dust, arise.
What? A talking sword? What are you?
Only that which you have summoned.
Summoned? How? For what purpose?
That I do not know. But we shall learn in time. Now rise and claim the blade of Ara.
Stop! Stop right there!
And who is she?
Me? I'm Fidget, guardian of the sword.
Oh. Looks like we have some choices. I'm assuming probably won't really matter too much. Let's see. Let's just go with that.
No offense, but aren't you a bit, well, small? For a guardian, I mean.
Hey, I just look after that thing. After 200 years, nobody expects the sword to just fly off and start, talking. I'm kind of wishing somebody told me this was part of the job description. Or maybe they did, and I just wasn't paying attention. Yeah, that happens sometimes.
It's a weird looking creature. It's like, I don't know, it's like a fox mixed with like a bat.
I'm sorry, I think I misheard before. You said your name was Fidget?
Hey, this isn't about me. You're the one who's got my sword. How about you tell me your name?
I'm...
Calm yourself, Fidget. His name is Dust, and he is the one who woke me from my slumber.
So, Fidget, then?
That's me. And you're... Dust?
It would seem that way, though I can't recall that name.
And as you see,
So,
the main character's name
what
is
is
Dust.
this sword?
As you just...
I am the blade of Ara, and you, Dust, are my fated sword bearer.
Yes, well, that's all great and everything, but I think it's about time I got this sword back to the clan.
I can't let you just leave with this sword, Fidget. Right now, it's the only thing that knows who I am. I don't even know how I got here.
Well, then you leave me no choice. I challenge you! The winner gets the sword!
Let's just... I know.
Well,
I'll just keep picking the first option, I guess.
Alright, you win. But don't think I'm leaving empty-handed. I'm coming with you. But, I really need the sword back when you're done doing, whatever it is you're doing.
What exactly am I doing, Ara?
The answers you seek lie to the east. There is a path through the glade that leads down the mountainside, and from there you will find a village. That is your first step.
Then will you give me the sword? I really need to get it back home before anyone notices it's, gone.
When I find out just what it is I'm supposed to do with it, it's all yours, Fidget. Come on, let's go.
Alrighty. So, here we are. Oops. At least the UI actually has the Xbox controls. Some games still have them in the keyboard, so then you have to try and figure out which buttons do what. Alright. Making our way through just the basic tutorial. Is there anything down here? Nope. You can look up. Press X to begin another combo. Advance the combo with X and Y. And we got some food. Healing item has been placed into your quick item slot. Press LB to heal. You can manage your inventory with the back button. Probably should have just... I didn't read what that just said, but I'm assuming... Apparently you can modify stuff. Welcome to the character screen. From here you can assign skill gems acquired by leveling up to improve your attributes. Note your high stat must be within 4 gems of your lowest stat. So you can't just max one out. I'm assuming we don't have any gems, because we've just started. And here's the map. From here you can view explored areas within the current region. You can also get a sense of any treasure within the immediate vicinity. So is that flag treasure? Oh, here we are. No, it's our destination. Alright. I guess we'll have that bit of food. I wonder, can I kill the rabbits?
What is it, Fidget?
Well, my kind has what you'd call a sixth sense. And there's something just ahead.
Right, so here we are at the map. So if we keep going along, what is this? Got an ability, alright. Dash acquired. Ah, right, so our dodging. It's kind of like Guacamole. We just use the right stick to dodge left and right. Okay, I think we have to go back down, maybe. Ah, here we are. Yeah. Okay, so that's all pretty standard controls. Nothing too hard to understand. Ah, it's nice to know. You can do all that. I cannot kill the rabbit. What's that? A note. Welcome to your quest log. From here you can view active and completed quests, as well as any notes you've picked up. So, this is probably that treasure that she was sent in, I'm guessing. Okay. Doesn't seem too long. In ancient times, our greatest possessions and staunchest allies, I have no idea what that word means, were locked away using powerful magic beyond our comprehension. The only way to reclaim these lost treasures is to use the magically attuned keys strewn about our world. Our only hope there is enough... I only hope there is enough time to free them all. So obviously, finding some keys and stuff. What's this? We picked up another chicken. Mysterious wall chicken. Oh, I see. So we broke the wall and there was a chicken inside. Okay. That's, rightio. So here we are.
All right, we found a chest.
Correction. We found a locked chest.
Well, what are you waiting for? Smash it open.
That would be unwise, Dust. These chests are protected by arcane locks from the last era, and are well beyond my capabilities.
I suppose we'll need a key then.
So interesting. There's a tiny little. Wonder if that actually goes anywhere. Alright, well, we don't have any keys. I assume we're probably gonna come across one at some stage. Okay. We're getting followed by a bunch of deer. Oh, cutscene. Alright, time for some combat.
Calm yourself, Fidget. Dust. Focus. Remember what you've learned thus far.
No! Mash the buttons! Do something! Nobody said anything about monsters.
Strange. Where did I learn these skills?
You wield the Blade of Ara, and with it, all the skills imbued therein.
Hello? Monsters?
Is that why I summoned you? To control this power?
It is unlikely, Dust, that I would awaken from my slumber for such selfish reasons. There is a village beyond these woods. Perhaps finding it will aid in restoring your memories.
And then we'll be in the clear, right? No more monsters?
Fidget, I think things are about to get a whole lot worse.
And to think, this morning started off so well. At least take these feeble fruits. Something tells me you're gonna need them.
So we got some fruit. Let's check the inventory. So wait, what was the fruit that she was talking about? Okay, yep, so got a while before we level up. I have no idea what she was on about by the fruit. Maybe that's just something to do with the cutscene. Alright, so trying to figure out these combos. So you got all this, you can spam X, yeah, it's gonna be something I have to get used to. So I'm not really sure. I'm trying to press Y after pressing X a couple times. It sometimes does things. Okay, got more blood, more friggin' deers. Actually, are they deers? I think they're like yeah, whatever. Yeah, so there's like here we are. We can save the game. I thought I selected the slot 1 before. Oh, there we go. I think for the most part I'll probably end up just spamming X. Oh look. I think this is actually going to teach me how to do the combos. Because we're still into like the, I guess the tutorial at this moment. So at the moment, just spamming X seems to be working. I'm going to try doing some other buttons. Alright, so we got some. So we got some blueprints. Apparently, we can make some weapons or something. That means there's probably like a blacksmith. What's this red? I'm not sure what that red line is for. Maybe I couldn't go through it. Yeah, I think I had to kill the enemies first. Alright, so what's that?
Hold here, Dust.
Skill.
You have
Or something.
unlocked a new ability.
Yeah.
Bear witness to the dust storm.
Oh yeah, that's
I
right.
like it.
Hold the secondary attack to perform the dust storm. But beware, skilled as you may be, you cannot maintain the storm for long without hurting yourself.
Oh.
In that case, maybe I can help. If you press the super ballistic fidget action button of power, I'll perform an attack so spectacularly awesome that it'll produce emotions you didn't even know existed. Please contain yourselves as I demonstrate.
Ooh.
That was,
Okay.
very pretty.
Well, maybe I'll just keep the rest of my repertoire to myself.
I'm sorry, Fidget. I'm sure it'll come in handy somehow.
Actually, Dust, between the three of us, this could be quite useful. The dust storm can manipulate Fidget's projectile into a more powerful attack. Observe.
Okay. So
Wow!
press B and then hold
Oh,
Y.
by the way, every time I use my power, it'll use up a bit of energy meter. You can recharge the meter with melee combos.
Yes, Dust. Between your combos and Fidget's own powers, you can achieve a higher hit chain, which will yield bonus experience after each battle. However, If you are struck by an enemy, the chain will be broken, and you will lose your bonus experience.
Alright, I think I understand.
If this is all too much for you, you can check out the help screen via the pause menu.
Thanks, Fidget. I'll take a look if I'm ever in trouble.
Yeah, so we can go this. Boom. It's pretty satisfying. Damn. And he's stuck inside there. I can't. Have to wait for him to get back into the field of battle. Oh, I see. Yep. So as you use the dust storm, your guy starts to glow red. So you gotta keep a watch on that. I think one of the best attacks is the doing the 2x and then 2y. That seems to be a pretty good move. That's right, we can save. And you can teleport at some other stage, I guess. We're probably still in like the tutorial stage, so there's probably no need for the teleporting yet. Oh, did I just get hit? I think I did. Ooh, we got a new attack. What is it? I don't think I did that right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, yeah, that's it. I thought that was me from Oh, wait, dude, get in here. Come on. Okay, so, yeah. Ooh. I just noticed the map. I still think it's probably one of the best attacks. So I think there's a secret somewhere here. Because it's glowing blue. I'm not sure if that's this room that we're in. Yeah, so... Okay. The enemies respawn.
Leveled up.
Is that what I did? Feels good. Great, even.
As it should, Dust. You've acquired a skill gem. Open the character screen through the inventory to upgrade your abilities and become even more powerful.
Alright, so we have one gem to use. So we got health, our attack power, our defense, and apparently Fidget has an ability. Potency of Fidget's projectiles and the dust storm. Defense ability decreases damage, which, yeah, that's pretty obvious. Increases your damage and gives you more health. I think for now we could probably just do increased damage. Yep, so that's all we've got. Confirm, yep. Alright. Got another little achievement there as well. So apparently there is a secret somewhere here. I have no idea where. Nicely done. So is this all part of the same area still? Yeah, so this is all just one part of the map. So that means that's probably somewhere around here. We'll worry about that later, I guess. Okay, seems to be quicker just to dodge. So this. Your energy has been depleted. Oh. I think it's back. I think it's full again, though. I think that message, I obviously wasn't paying attention. Ow, how rude. Is that everyone? What was that? You just picked something up. Interesting looking enemies. I think we might... Yeah, I know. Press A to go down. I know that. You don't have to tell me. I think we might call it here soon. Ooh. More chicken. Is that where we need to go? There might be a secret way. But yeah, might call it soonish. Yeah, that move definitely seems to be pretty damn good. Let's see what's down here. Ooh, treasure chest. Still don't have any keys though. Oh, he does like a little... I think he does like a little kick with his foot. Yeah. I thought he was grabbing people and like throwing them down, but apparently he was kicking them. Yes, we know how to. Anyway, so that was a little look at Dust and Elysian Tale, so we'll just make it to that next destination point, and I think we'll call it. Oh, got a whole bunch of guys here. So, I'm not sure what some of these things are that we're picking up. What's that, boy? Actually, I guess it's a girl. What's that, girl? You see treasure?
Wow. It's really beautiful up here.
Yeah.
Indeed. This
So,
game is a very
I
nice
think
looking
here we
game.
are.
I was maybe hoping you could tell me.
Oh, silly me. I seem to have dropped all my detailed maps and navigational equipment chasing after a crazy flying sword.
I'm sorry I got you mixed up in this fidget.
Well, you should be. Taking my sword, getting me in trouble.
You know, now that I think about it, this isn't the first time I've seen this view. I've stood here before, in this very spot.
Then perhaps you recognize the village at the base of these cliffs?
It's hard to make out from here. We'll need to
I
drop
don't see
down
a
to the valley
village.
floor if we want to get any closer.
Very well. Proceed as you wish, Dust.
Alright. I guess we'll leave it there. I would probably like to find a save point. But I have a feeling we're probably close to one. Oh, I see. It is sort of like a village, but it's like not really that much of a village. That is definitely the best move that I can think of. Bam, and then bam, with the little boot. Works well. I like it. Ah, we've upgraded. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's put some more damage. Man, I know a game's good when I fail to stop playing when I said I was going to stop playing. Seriously though, I will be stopping in a moment. That's not really... Or aerial dust storm. So, when you're in midair, you can fly through the air. Interesting. Wow, that was... I'm not sure what happened there, I flew up. I guess I must have accidentally hit jump. I have no idea what happened. Oh, that lightning, it's making it hard to see. Well, whatever was up there, we'll never know. I kind of sort of missed. I'm hoping it wasn't a save point up there. Ooh, what's this? Ah, something explosive. Explosive, eh? Wait, we have a key? When did that happen? Wait, let's see if I can do this. Okay. Alright. Oh shit. Yeah, I didn't realize it was a quick time event. Okay. I'm gonna call it. That's it for today. For this look at Dust. Was it Elysian tale? I think that's what it was. An Elysian. Whatever. You know what it is. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you want this to become a Let's Play, let me know with a like or a comment. You can always, if you want to see more videos, feel free to subscribe. You can check out Facebook and Twitter. The links are in the description. Until next time though, I'm the Down Under Gamer, and I promise you this time, this is actually the end of the video. And I'll see you next time.